welcome to Hollinwood Academy. My name is Catherine Watson and I'm the SEND Operations Manager here at Hollinwood Academy. Just to tell you a bit about the school before we go on the tour. So we opened in 2015. We are a specialist provision for students who have a primary need of autism or speech-language communication needs. That is the initial criteria for students who attend Hollinwood Academy, alongside them also having any EHCP. The second criteria is around academics. So students need to be working at age-related expectations or no more than 2 years behind. And the reason for that is that our curriculum offer is able to support students working at age-related expectations. So for secondary, they are working at GCSEs once they're in year 10 and 11 and preparing for them from year 7 upwards. In addition to that, anybody who's working sort of the couple of years behind, we can work with those students and ensure that they meet their full potential. However, if they are below the 2 years or significantly behind their peers, our curriculum offer wouldn't be able to meet their needs, and we would be suggesting that another school within the borough, or if you are out of borough, are able to meet their needs, and you would look at those schools. In regards to processes for consultations and admissions, so after today, when you've been the tour, if you feel that this is the school that you want for your child, then obviously you can ask your local authority, the SEND officer, to consult with us. We meet on a weekly basis, and the panel will decide whether we feel we can meet need on the paperwork that's been sent to us. If we feel that we can meet needs, sometimes the panel will ask me to go out and conduct a visit. During that visit, I'll just make sure that the students and the paperwork, match, and we are reading what we are seeing within that setting. If we do say we can't meet need, then obviously we will give reasons as to why. That may be because there is no diagnosis. It might be because, obviously, as I mentioned, the levels that they're working at are significantly below what the levels of the students here, and that they wouldn't have that peer group here. If we can meet need, obviously we respond to the local authority. As a school, we do not offer places out. We merely say whether we can or we can't meet need. It is up to your local authority to then decide whether they want to offer that place once we've said that we can meet need. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we'll go and have a look around the school now. Okay, so we're just going to go into the primary corridor. We'll have a look in a couple of the classrooms. We'll have a look at the dining room and the soft play area, and then we'll go upstairs and have a look at the secondary classrooms. Okay? You just want to follow me? So as you can see, this is our primary corridor. So we've got reception class right down at the bottom, and then as we go up, we would move up into year 6 up at the top. Some of our classes are mixed, so we do have some years 2, 3, years 4, 5 and years 5, 6, and that is dependent on need and ability. So if we just head down to a reception class. We're going to go into a year 1, 2 class. Hi miss, we've just got some parents, can we just have a look around? Thank you. So this is our current year 1, 2 class. Miss, what are they learning today?
Carrots. What we learning today in science?
Plants.
Where food comes from? Where does our food come from?
Wow.
It comes from my house.
Comes from your house, it does.
Buns of potatoes.
Where else might it come from?
It comes from different countries.
Yeah, well done.
And it comes
What about
from
these
shops.
on the screen that we've been watching and learning about? Where do these potatoes come from?
They come from below the ground.
Brilliant. They come from
Oh, you're
below
so
the
fab.
ground. Lila, have you got...
lots of potatoes?
There are lots, aren't there? Lila, do you know any other vegetables that come from the ground?
Is it carrots?
Carrots. Well done. Perfect.
Well, thank you very much. We're just going to go and have a look at your outside space, okay? So this is the outside space which is shared between reception class and the year 1-2. And as we look up, each classrooms have outside space coming that they share with one other or two other classrooms. Okay, but this is the main outdoor area for primary. Okay, we'll head back in. So we're just going to go through to the dining room. Here is an area where some of the students have their lunches if it's a quiet area that they require. So reception class have their lunch snacks in their classroom in the little bit of wet area play that they've got. But from year 1 and year 2 they do start to transition into the dining room. Initially year 1s and year 2s will have their lunch in here, ready for preparation to move to the main dining room. If they're still unable to access the main dining room through whatever, whether it's just too loud, too busy, sensory need, then they can still eat out here, and we have those odd tables to be able to facilitate that. It is only a small dining room, so it can get quite noisy. So we will go and have a look in our soft play area, where I can see there is a class in there, so we might just need to be quickly and discreet as we walk through. So this is our soft play area, and as you can see, it's fantastic. Lots of children love this area, including some secondary students. So this is also available for our after school clubs, which run Monday to Thursday, 3 o'clock till 4:45. Just behind there's also a punch bag set, and that's used for our intervention team that do some one-to-one interventions with some of our secondary students, just to do some sort of self-regulate, you know, get rid of any anger they may have, and do that whilst chatting with the member of staff. Okay, we'll just look through the sports hall. So we do have a full-size sports hall. Obviously this is used for our classes for PE. On the curriculum they do also have outdoor education, so they go out once a week on school buses. This is also used in the mornings for boot camp. So any of these students that need to self-regulate when they come in the morning, there is a boot camp set up for them to access. It's used at break and lunch times for students tend to play football, that's what it's mainly used for, but it is used at different times for different year groups, just to ensure it is safe. Okay, so we'll head back onto the corridor. We'll have a look at some of the classrooms as we walk up to the year 5, year 6 area. So this area is used as our library. It is only small, but it's the space that we have. It's also used as a packed lunch area, so if the packed lunch room is a bit too busy, then some of the students come out here for that quiet area for packed lunch. Okay? Okay, so this is one of our year 6 classes. They will be moving up to secondary in September. So yes, this is our year 6 class who will be moving up to secondary. Does anybody want to tell us what they're learning? What we're doing?
Apple flips.
Apple flips about? Apple flips.
Year 6 memory.
Yeah.
My memories are amazing.
Your memories are amazing, that's nice to hear. Okay, as you can see just through the windows, that is again at the outside area for this class to share with anybody who's having lunch snack next door. Okay, thanks very much, Miss. So this is the room we use for packed lunches. It is used for interventions, it can be used for phonics groups, so it is a multi-purpose room, but predominantly it's for lunches and sometimes for after school club. Okay. I believe it's also used for breakfast club now as well, so we do have breakfast club, and that is Monday to Fridays, and that is 8 AM till 8:45 before the staff are able to pick up and take into classes. Okay, thank you. So what we'll do now is we'll just head back out to where the library is, and then we'll head up the stairs to secondary. Okay, so as downstairs, this is our secondary corridor. So obviously from here down to the bottom where the science rooms is. Just behind you, there's a room that we use as a quiet room. Obviously we can't film in there at the moment. There is a student who's using that room. We will go into the art room. Hi Miss, are you okay? So we've just got a tour, Miss. We're just showing some parents around.
Come on in. Hello.
Okay, so the students from years 7 to year 9 will do art, and then they'll choose at year 10.
Yes, we've got art, craft design as an option, and we've also got the photography as a new course this year.
Wonderful.
So it's really exciting. We've got quite a few students particularly from that, so it's really good for the arts.
That's great. Do you still do the drama, Miss? No, so you do?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay, just to let you know, so we do change the curriculum sometimes year on year, as Mrs. just explained, and that's due to the needs and the requests for the students. So some of those options do vary each year. This is Mrs. Rahman. Mrs. Rahman is currently our ICT teacher. Obviously she hasn't got a class at the moment, but I don't know whether you want to just explain what your class are doing and the year groups.
Yeah, so currently we teach IT to year 7 to year 11. Year 10 and 11 is very coursework based, and we have an exam to do at the end of it, but it's very much hands-on. They get to go out and they get to go into the community, take videos and pictures and look at the architecture. It's really exciting. And in year 7 to year 9 it's more focused on online safety and sort of learning how to use software and programs that we have here at Hollinwood Academy.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
Okay.
Because sorry Miss, can I just ask, so what is the qualification for the year 10 and 11 that the exams say, are you?
It's an OCR creative media
Wonderful.
qualification that they get at the end.
Thank you. Sorry, I know I've put you on the spot there, I do apologise. So this is a year 7 class, Miss?
Yes, very good hygiene. So
Yeah.
come in and have a look.
If you just want to explain what we're doing from year 7 upwards.
So we got everybody in. So from year 7 they do a range of skills. So in year 7 they learn to knife skills, hygiene and safety. Then they learn weighing, and then they learn to actually follow a recipe. You can see here, I've got them cleaning at the moment. They have got picture recipe. Picture recipe. They even make them to get the hygiene. They have to follow the hygiene in this order. So they say, for example, they have to rinse the pots before they wash them.
That's what I'm doing.
So the hygiene is really top notch. In year 8 they do hot work and they do spaghetti bolognese, things like that. They learn to use every piece of equipment that's in the kitchen. We use blenders, mixers, hand blenders, hand mixers, and then they move on to 2-part meals in year 8. They'll do a lasagna, so they'll make their own pasta and a lasagna sauce. They'll make rice and curry. Year 9 is breads, pastries, a term on breads, a term on pastries, and then they do gelatinised sauces, and then they're ready for GCSEs. They mix that every alternative week with theory. So, go talk to us.
It's all right. No, it's all right. Yeah, we're going to move on. Thank you very much, Miss. Don't got a lot to cover. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So just as further up, we have got 2 of the calm rooms here. Again, these are used for students that might need some quiet time, or they may need just to come out and do their learning within these rooms. Sometimes staff are with them if that's what's required. Sometimes they do like to be alone, but staff are aware of where they are. Okay, so we're just going to head to our science labs. Okay, so this is one of our new science labs that we've only had since September. We've got the science room here, and we have one next door, and then in between is the science tech room for preparing everything that's required for the classrooms. So because this classroom's empty, we'll stay in here, but as we go out, just across the way you'll see 2 rooms, intervention rooms. Those rooms are what our specialist intervention team use. So we have 4 intervention workers, and what they do is they work on section F, which is the provision in the EHC plans. And the way that works, you'll see that in some of your child's plans, it may read that they've got an hour a week doing a certain programme, they might have 30 minutes doing something. And if that calculates up, that's a lot of time in a week that child is out of the classroom and they're not learning. So how we do and cover and meet the needs for section F is that we use the intervention team. So they will do, that's a referral basis, they'll be referred to the intervention team, and it's a 6 to 12 week basis. During that time they will work on whatever area of need that is, and then at the end of it you will be informed of the outcome of that, the progress that they've made. If after 2 or 3 months that area of need surfaces again, and they're not quite using the strategies that they've been taught, it might be that they just have to have a refresher with the intervention team and then get them back on track. If there's more than one area of need within the EHCP and they need more programmes, again that will be on a referral basis, but it will be prioritised of what area of need is required first, and then we'll work. But we'll only do one at a time because we feel that overloading them with too many programmes and strategies and support will be overwhelming for them. Okay, so I will point it out just as we pass, but obviously there may be some students in there, so we won't go in. So these are the 2 rooms I've mentioned. Just outside there is a sensory den as well, again just to meet the needs of the students if that's what's required. Okay, so I'll try and head into one of the classrooms with this one. Yeah, we'll head into here. So just show you what it looks like for the main classrooms. So as a class, we like to have 12 within this classroom. We don't like to have any more students, and as you can see from the set out of the classroom, it works just to have those 12 in. If we do say like we want to cap our classrooms at 12 so that we can meet the needs of those students efficiently and effectively. If we do say no to a child, and the reason being is that we are at capacity, that is because we feel that putting a other student, making this class to a 13, would impact the education of the other students here. So that would be a reason, again, why we may say no at panel. Okay, so as you can see, we're back where we started. So that's pretty much, the Hollinwood Academy as a whole and what we're about. So if any of you have got any questions, if you want to just stay behind, and I'll try and answer them as best I can. But thanks for coming today.
Thank you. Thank you.